y'all? This your girl Brittany from Brittany Buck Creations. So we all know that life happens and you got to learn from it and grow from it. So I got something on my mind today, and it's going to be a continuation of basically healing through your trauma. Any type of trauma that you have, apply that to any creative endeavor. The whole point of this whole matrix system that we are in is to keep you from connecting to your authenticity, from being who you are. Being who you are is going to stem from you getting in touch with your childlike nature. That's going to involve you healing from your traumas. And, and I don't blame most people these days because it's hard being in this system that we're in now. It's very hard. Most times I don't like people. I really don't. But I do it. And I do this, though, because people need to hear this. People need to know that there is a way out of this matrix system. And then there's so many different things, though, like the powers to be. So let me tell you about this dream that I had. So I had a dream, though, I dreamed of seeing like these phantom entities jumping from body to body. And it was like the phantom entities, whatever this entity or thing was, it was like a dark, ghostly figure that kept jumping from person to person to get to me. And it was losing strength. It was like I seen the panic and the fear in its eyes. It was fearful of losing power, and it was doing just that, losing power. And then I'm getting so many symbols that really reference motherhood, the energy that women give. And it's basically this whole thing with women is that there's a nurturing and mothering energy that when somebody is messing with her baby, guess what? Mama bear is coming out. Mama is coming to whoosh everything away. And what it looks like is a nurturing, being nurturing. What it looks like is being very truthful, speaking on things as you see them through your intuition, through that maternal eye that allows you to speak truth on matters, that allows you to do so in such a way that it's in the way of love, but you're cutting through all the nonsense. That's how you distinguish any and every dart that is coming for you in your lineage. It's important, though, that you speak in love, and that there's so many ways that you can come at a situation. Sometimes people, think that aggression is the only way to diffuse or to break down the whole situation. And that's not the case. Sometimes, going around knowing how to navigate yourself in a way where if you're going to deliver some information that's going to cut and slice through some nonsense, through fear, through every type of bondage that there is, to cut through the chains of ignorance, you're going to do so through love and grace, and allow people to come to the conclusion eventually on their own. You plant the seed, let it germinate and grow within them. And when they're ready, if they ever become ready, then they'll go ahead and, allow that seed to illuminate within their minds, and free themselves. But it's about bringing truth to the illusion that we are in. This whole system that we are in, we are reaching a point of time where the powers to be, they're losing they're losing a great deal of control. And as a result, what they're doing is resorting to, because let's just be very honest, what's going on in North Carolina, these hurricanes, these are weather modified weapons. They're weather weapons. They had something where they see the clouds that actually cause the weather to be more than what it is. It's like an over exaggerated version of a storm. Whatever, you know, natural disaster there would be, these types of weapons. A lot of people are referencing CERN, but I believe that's so. There's plenty. I don't know what the exact names of these weapons are, but there are weather weapons where they are able to manipulate the weather and have been doing so for years and have manipulated, you know, atrocities. Y'all can also reference what happened was the other disaster in Hawaii, Maui or something, where all those people lost all of their land, and then what happened after that? A lot of the corporations grabbed up all of those people's lands that belonged to them. And there was a specific beam, though, that shot from the sky. People witnessed a beam that was coming from the sky that was shooting, that basically was burning up the lands that was causing all of that. And specifically, one thing that the news kind of conveniently glossed over, there's a particular, for some reason, that the beam that they shoot from out the sky, I believe also that Elonia, y'all's favorite Elonia, M-U-S-K, he's a part of that whole thing with these satellites and stuff being put all around the globe. These surveillance satellites where basically that's going to be connected to these 15-minute cities to surveillance your every move. The Internet of all things. Also the pew, 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 pew. If you got that, there's a patent that your friend Billy Boy actually had going since 1996. Which basically is an internal sensor receiver. Ironically, when you think about this internal sensor, think about the things that are being put in people's bodies through the pew, pew. And the self-assembling particles that are in the body that are causing people to clot, and also causing the myocarditis. Think about that as well. What this does with, again, what's in the pew, pew, is the receiver that Billy Boy got the patent on. And think about how it gets into, if it's already in your body, and Elonia, M-U-S-K, they got the satellites and things all around the globe. Also, they have an energy weapon that's able to basically shoot beams down at Maui, Hawaii, to all of a sudden burn those people's lands up, and corporations are stealing your land. Think about what's going on. You have the hurricane disasters that's going on in North Carolina and Florida. Okay, North Carolina and Florida. All of a sudden, these hurricanes are taking everybody out. They have another types of weapons that causes extra, an over-exaggerated natural disaster to happen. Think about how our government officials are moving, how they're not making too much move to really tell you the truth about all of the floating bodies in the water. They're not talking about that. They're not talking about the fact that FEMA is only allowing $750 to go out to families who are able to get it, but most people are being denied. Also, people who are also sending help aid to those regions. Drones are shooting those the supplies out there. They're literally doing everything they can to prevent people from getting supplies and things that they need in those areas. It almost seems like extermination, purging. The purging has begun. All these things are going on. And so at this point, it's not now the thing is to be aware of when this stuff is going on. And think about our upcoming election, and the people that are running for it. Think about who is running for it. You got your champion. You got your biters, you got your biters, and Kamala bears. Kamala bears who are running. Don't you know that you have been sold to the Chinese? There's certain said people get in. It's already happened. Don't you know that the dollar, the fiat currency is BS? That your SSR has classified you as a strawman business. You are not operating within the original rights that have been rightfully yours. They have been tricking you. Tell you it's raining while they peeing on you. Get with the program, reading between the lines, because we on the 2B. We're on the 2B. So that's what's going on, y'all. Y'all have already been sold. As long as you have your SN4, your socials, secure, they own you. And as long as you have your birth certificate, it is the bond. It is the bond owned by the government as collateral damage. You are essentially a slave. So while we fighting and fighting over each other over stupid things that don't matter, our goal should be unity. Because if one goes down, we all go down. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow, red, whatever you are. And just what? If you were born here in the USA, and if you have legally got your rights here, they're looking to wipe you out. Think about those who own land. The land grab that's happening. The need to herd you into these urban communities, push you into the city to get you ready for 15 minutes drive zone. And if you got the receiver, you have literally claimed the mark of the beast. But there are some very smart inventors. There are some herbalists. They have something called the IVERCTIMIN. I must be misspelling it, but reading between the lines. Ivers, the Ivers, Yes, there's a way to go ahead and to reverse that if you haven't been taken over already. That is the key. So whatever skills and talents, this is why I stress the whole thing of being authentic. Be true to who you are and your talents and gifts. Because right now, the smackdown that's being put down, the current system is losing power. We have the DIDDLER''S is going down. You have the people behind the curtain, behind the veil, panicking and freaking out. You also have those of us who have woken up. The vibration is rising to 5D consciousness, which is what they would call Christ consciousness. Your highest sense of being, your authenticity. Christ consciousness is being authentic, and it is no one left behind. It is we stand together. That's what that is. It ain't no I in team, it's a we in team. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. And as long as everybody does their part, we take the system down. We take the system down. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. And that's how it's got to be. So whatever talents and skills, especially those who are gifted in the technical field, who are very good with electronics, who know how to read the code, when the bots all come in, when the drones, when it all starts to come in, we're gonna need y'all to get with the devices, keyboard ninjas, get with it, figure out how to, when this thing starts to roll out, roll it on back. Okay? Intercept. Okay? Combat. Okay? Those who are gifted with the weaponries. Don't give your weapons up. Okay? And everybody who ain't prepared, go get yours. I'm in the same boat. Okay? The time is now. Be prepared and ready. And all y'all gotta do is say no. And on top of that, y'all also need to take yourself out the jurisdiction of the USA Inc. and restore your original rights, because there's 2 different USAs. Step into the right USA to your original status. Ooh, 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 ooh. You can go to Real Nagas, talk to Kev, take your status classes, know your rights federation. Ooh, men especially y'all, because they're gonna come for you if you of any color, ethnicity especially. They're gonna try to put the smack down and get y'all out because y'all are feared the most. So let's take back the power. Let's stop fighting with the women, men against women, because it's stupid. Because if y'all all fall, we all fall. We need the strongest of us to come and start stepping out the system. Become a contractor. Become a contract ninja. Learn how to do contracts. Become an expert in contracting. Change your status. Change your status. Change your status. Go to REELNAGAS. Go visit that channel, because that's the one who can walk it out. A man to another man will tell you, go and do that. Read in between the lines. Read in between the lines. Women. Now, when it comes to y'all, to the children, we got to start teaching these children. Stop chasing these ninjas out here. Stop chasing these ninjas because your children need you. They need you to guide and nurture. And on top of that, I'm so sick of this. Stop fighting those Susie, neck dough, Susie on the net, Susie or whatever. Stop fighting with them people, them women. Make your children a priority. Put them first, and everything else will follow behind. Raise your troop. Raise your next generation. Raise them with good sense. And this is another thing. We have to start teaching critical thinking. Don't tell them what to think. Teach them how to think. How to use the power of their mind, their observations, and also not being afraid to go to taboo subjects to figure out what's actually being said, because the whole thing about this whole system that we are in, the reason that we are in this predicament right now is because they have used the information that our ancestors had, kept the information and hoarded the information to themselves. And we have forgotten who we are. If anything, we've been completely lied to. Our history has been stolen, especially those of us of this persuasion. Okay? You have to remember who you are, which means you're going to have to go and do a little digging. You're going to have to go and learn about what the Pope is holding on to in their cathedrals. You're going to learn how to learn. You have to learn how these pyramids work and why your music is being used against you, which is your frequency. You notice that all of a sudden we could look. We got the daggone dance beam. We got the music. Come on now. They have learned to steal your frequency, your stuff from you, from your ancestors. And they used the sleight of hand talking pig Latin. Words that sound one way but really mean another to play you out your birthright. And then once they stole the birthright, the next generation that came through, they said, shh, don't tell the next generation. Let's keep all this information hush hush. Let's rebrand it and put our face on it. That's what's happened. You know, our leader of RUSSIA, the PUTIN, he knows all about our history. He basically put it, hey, y'all are, this is who you are. Y'all don't even know who you are. Because y'all won't do the research. Do the research and find out who you are. Go dig through the information that they say don't read through. All that they said is taboo and bad. Go find it out so you can learn what the actual tools are. Because what you do with information can be good or bad. It's how you use the information. It's not the information itself. It's what you do. And if you're not mature enough, you can destroy the whole world, which is basically the ones who have taken the power from you have already done. Used it against you and creating the destruction that we are in now. They're planning for your extinction event. They want to take what was already innately yours. They want to take that which is God-given already in you, in your DNA. Okay? Can't change that. It's in the DNA. Y'all have to realize this. Start teaching this. Start teaching people, teaching these kids to go out here, to question what they're being told. And to go further and dig up the information and find out for themselves. Not just one pro or whatever about this. Not all the good stuff. Find the good, the bad, all the other stuff. Look all the way around. All the information. And allow them to use the power of their observations and their thinking. It's just in their DNA. Critical thinking and the DNA allow them to use their intuition. And also with the guidance of our elders and ones that have already been here, that's lived the whole decades and lifetimes before, to help them to explore, to know the real truth of who they are. Because this is the children shall lead. These are the future leaders. This is our future. And there won't be no future if y'all sit there and hold y'all's hands up. Oh no, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Oh no, that's the devil. Oh no, don't do it. It's the devil. No, that's stupid. You the devil for doing that. When you become the dodo bird that's been extinct or have become extinct, and you've allowed your next generation to become extinct, your whole lineage, that is going to be on you. No one else but you, because you refuse to go beyond the programming and to find out what the hell is going on. So you can use your good sense, your God consciousness, your intuition in your DNA. God has already put the blueprint in you. All you got to do is activate it, get in touch, listen, turn your ears on, open your eyes, so you can see what the hell is going on. If you never do that, guess what? There's always going to be a power to be that's always going to have control over your head, on your mind, a ratatouille on your mind. A ratatouille right on your head. Ain't even worthy, but claiming your crown on your head, man, and you and running you. because you refuse to open your eyes and stop being a damn slave. You got to teach critical thinking. Teach these kids out here how to think. So when you dead and gone, they know how to function without you. If anything, they better for it. You always want your next generation to be better. You want your legacy to be better. Because it should get better each level. Each level. It should be a whole graduation. Okay? But you have to activate first and allow them the opportunity to do so by showing them the past. At least if you don't know what the past is, dig it up. Don't be afraid to go find out where you come from, who you are, because so that you can operate in your power. Can't nobody ever dupe you if you know what the hell is going on. Don't be nobody's fool out here. That is how you take down the system. By activating yourself. By bringing back that joy and the life. Not operating in fear. That's what this whole system is run off of. It's run off of fear. They want you to be fearful. They want you to be ashamed. That's what you have people out here wearing these masks because they're ashamed of who they really are. They don't even know who they are because basically, again, they've been programmed, don't know who they are, won't venture outside of the programming, are afraid to go outside the program because they can't get past their shame of who they are. They have somebody else's shame dumped onto them. They're ashamed to stay away from their authenticity. Being ashamed to stand on their own, alone. And we can't be ashamed of standing on our own and alone because anything that come along, now you'll be swayed easily. Put a little pressure on you. Isolate you a little bit. Oh, they're going to fold. No, we don't quit around here. We're not quitters around here. We don't fold. We keep going and we keep digging until we find the answer. Until we get what we need and free ourselves and the next generation. Being free is about being authentic. Quit faking. Stop wearing masks to just fit in here and there. If you must, go ahead and use the 48 laws of power to get what you want. If you're going to go ahead and move behind the scenes to basically shake the system up. But ultimately, you want to be moving in your truth and in your power. And you want to be freeing those around you by being in your truth, in your power, authentically you, no shame, whatever, all your quirks, all your weirdness, all of that, and the above. And I dare somebody to say something. You keep being you. And anything that ain't reflecting who you are, anybody trying to force you into fear, shame, you know what it is. They not ready. Wish them well and all of that, they got to go. That's it. Tune them out and tune your frequency in somewhere else that is basically yes. Oh, my wings are spreading. That's what you want to do. And go toward that. And you keep moving in your truth and your power. Find out who you are. Remember who you are. Teach the truth to the young ones. Teach them. So don't not be out here acting like animals, easily controlled, and ain't got no guidance. And then easily getting taken down. There's your lineage. Easily getting turned into extinction dodo birds. Okay? We ain't raising no dodo birds around here. So I need everybody to get with the program. Act like you know who you are. Be it. And don't be afraid to go beyond what they're telling you. Look beyond religion. Look beyond politics. Look beyond all the stuff that they don't want you to find and look up. And make your own mind up. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Bye.